Welcome to the class. Today we are going to discuss about factors affecting the reaction rate. Before enter into the class, I will tell you one incident that will help you to understand today's class easily. Let us consider 100-meter race. In that, one player is going to participate. His aim is to get first prize in that race. What are the factors will affect his aim? That are appearance of that player. If he is fat, surely he wouldn't run fast. Otherwise, if he doesn't have stamina to run, he wouldn't run fast. So, his nature will plays important role here. The next, till the end of the race, he must have the concentration to win. So next factor is a concentration. Then third one, if the playground is familiar to him, it is easy to get first prize. So here the third factor is surface area. Then finally, if the audience are encouraging him, surely he can get a first prize. So the factors affect his aims are appearance, concentration, surface area, and then encouragement. Like that, in chemical reaction, the rate of the reaction will be affected by some factors. They are nature and state of the reactant, concentration of the reactant, surface area of the reactant, temperature of the reaction, and then presence of a catalyst. Let us see one by one. First one, nature and state of the reactant. Now, I am going to explain you about nature, how nature will affect the rate of the reaction. We know that a chemical reaction involves breaking of certain existing bonds of the reactant and forming a new bonds which lead to the product. Here, the bond between the hydrogen molecule and chlorine molecule is going to break down and it will form the new bond as H bond Cl. The net energy involved in this process depends on the nature of the reactant and hence the rates are different for different reactants. Depend on the nature of the reactant, the rates are different for different reactants. Let us compare the following two redox reaction in volumetric titration. First one, ferrous ammonium sulfate versus KMNO4. Second one is oxalic acid versus KMNO4. If ferrous ammonium sulfate react with KMNO4, that reaction will be fast, comparing oxalic acid versus KMNO4. For this reaction, oxalic acid versus KMNO4, we have to heat that solution, but here heating is no need. So, ferrous ammonium sulfate versus KMNO4 reaction will take fast. At the same time, oxalic acid versus KMNO4 reaction is slow. This is because of the nature of the bond of the reactants. Next is the state of the reactant. Usually, matters are present in three types of state, that is gaseous state, liquid, and then solid. If the reactants are present in gas, that reaction will be fast comparing liquid and solid. For example, in 11th standard practical, you did this for identifying lead nitrate salt. That is, Along with the solution of lead nitrate, we are going to add the solution of potassium iodide. If the potassium iodide and lead nitrate will be in liquid form, the reaction will be fast. Comparing, the two reaction will be in solid state. If the two reactant also in solid state, the reaction will be slow. Then second factor is concentration of the reactant. If the concentration of the reactant increased, the collision between the molecule also increased. Because of more amount of collision, the rate of the reaction also increased. Concentration means amount. For example, in one room, if you throw two balls, the chance to hitting the two balls is very low. But instead of two balls, if you put more than 100 balls, surely they will hit each other fast. So if the number of particles increased, collision also increased. Because of collision, rate of the reaction also increased. This already we learned in collision theory. Then third one, surface area of a reactant. Surface area. For that, you see this is chalk paste. This is a area, surface area. If we are going to paint this chalk paste, we will paint in outside of the chalk paste. If I break this, what will happen? Here these two areas is not paint. So again we have to paint here. Again if I broke this chalk paste, the particle size is going to decrease. The particle size is going to decrease, but the surface area, which area we want to paint, that area will be increased. So when the particle size is decreased, surface area will be increased. If surface area increased, rate of the reaction also increased. Then one life-oriented example you can imagine for that. This in your home, the wall will be painted by limestone, that is calcium carbonate. If the calcium carbonate is present in powder form, that is easy to dissolve in water. Comparing marble form. If it is in marble form, it takes time to dissolve, but it is in powder, it's easily dissolved in water. So calcium carbonate is present in powder form means that reaction will be fast. If calcium carbonate present in marble means stone like, marble means that reaction will be slow. Then temperature, that we know clearly. If any one reaction want to be in fast, we have to give more amount of temperature. If we raise the temperature, surely the reaction also fast. If you are cooking in your kitchen, but you don't have time to cook late, you want to cook fast means surely you have to turn your stove in full, not in sim. So if the temperature is increased, your product will be get fast. In the reaction also, if temperature increased, rate of the reaction also increased. And then catalyst. What is the meaning of catalyst? What is the meaning of catalyst? Catalyst is the substance that will alter the rate of the reaction, but it's not take place in the reaction. It will alter the rate of the reaction. It not participate in the reaction. While adding the catalyst, the activation energy of the reactant is low, is coming down. Because of low activation energy, the rate of the reaction will be fast. That you can understand with the use of this graph. Here this is a reactant, this is a product. You just imagine this like hills. If you want to throw one stone this side, you have to reach the hill here. If you stand here and put the stone down, it will come this side. Otherwise, if you stand here and throw this stone, means surely it will not come here, it will fall the same side. So, to get the product, we have to reach here. This is a activation energy, the maximum energy. This is a activation energy, EA. By adding catalyst, that activation energy will be reduced. By adding catalyst, the activation energy will be reduced. So instead of putting energy this much, we can give very less energy to throw the stone this side. So when we add the catalyst, the activation energy is decreased, so reaction will be fast. This is a EA of the reaction with catalyst. This is a EA of the reaction with catalyst. This is a EA of the reaction without catalyst. So by this what we will come to know, if we add catalyst, it will reduce the activation energy of the reactant. So the rate of the reaction will be increased. So by adding catalyst, rate of the reaction will be increased.